So let's give this a take two. Watch Jimmy have his crack at the Idris again.
Cut! Jimmy, we're rolling. You want a bucket?
Nope. We're over here, Jimmy. Uh-huh. Eyes front.
Poor Jimmy.
Reset.
Poor old Jimmy.
I can't believe he's really doing it.
I mean, that's not the bearing pistol that's actually imaged there, but that's okay. Jimmy knows what he's doing.
I still don't know how you're going to pull this bit off solo. Likely kill yourself. Oh my god, he's going to kill himself!
Oh my god, he's gonna get himself. Go wiggle wiggle with the stick. Wiggle wiggle waggle.
Well, there you go, Jimmy. Now we're even for what happened in God.
Okay, let's see what this cannon can really do for a proper big finish.
Oh, shit. And speaking of finished, I think we better get out of here.
What are you doing, Jimmy? Enjoying the view? We've got a show to finish.
So they won't actually be back until, like, the very end, apparently. Unfortunately, I should say. Their next video is going to be on the 27th, which I think is getting pretty damn close to the end of the event. Anyway, let's see if this... There we go. Good stuff. Everything's working again. Crisis averted. Maybe. We'll see. We're supposed to be getting storms here, right? All we've got is humidity. All of my drinks have got so much fucking perspiration on the outside of them that I could probably have another glass of water after the fact. No, I think last time it just OBS or slobs rather just crashed outright. which is good because that just kind of reinforces the fact that I don't like that software. But hey, we got to use what we got to use. Whether or not anything else ambushes me, well, that's all God knows what. Come on, Stanton system, load for me. Load the entire system for me. I don't think the loading times in this game will get much better given how much it has to load. Probably get worse. Maybe. We'll have to see. When they add a second system, we'll have to see what system it uses. Especially not since, to the best of my knowledge, the second system will actually have anything in it. I'm pretty sure the second system is just going to be a wasteland. If I remember it correctly. Hello? Boonga boonga. What? Don't know why everybody sneers in this game. Everybody's angry. Oh, there's that elevator again. Oh!
Careful, doors are now closing.
Guess that bloke's not coming this way. Going to the spaceport. Have to take my jacket off, otherwise I'll bake. Put my clip shirt back on. Oh, I had a shirt on. Never mind. Let's take this off then. I'm Newman. I got the Newmies.
Nearing next stop.
Permanent destination for live events and exhibitions.
I think I'm going to the Apex Hall today. Maybe? Apex or Zenith? Zenith. Yes. I wonder if that's intentional. Zenith Hall and Apex Hall.
This year's IAE are available
Alrighty. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Crusader Day, where we have all three fatties lined up and good to go. Is this lying to me? Like, this tells me there's 3 Novas in the middle there. Oh, there are 3 Novas in the middle. They're just overshadowed by by the Hercules. Zzz. So what's downstairs? Oh, there's a ranger downstairs. Let's start downstairs. Unless that's in the hollow box. Start downstairs today. Alright, so we're starting off with the cyclones. So these are our average buggies. Our buggy boys. All of them are different flavors. They're not even all here, which is interesting. Meridian Transit. That's interesting. Klaus Werner. This is the racing one. I've never actually seen the racing one, so I'm actually surprised to see brands on the side of it. Alright, so we'll start off with this boy. Stay mobile and aware with the Cyclone RN. This light reconnaissance vehicle is the perfect solution for scouting runs and providing fast and detailed scans of terrain, as well as being in the way, as well as beacon placement. So, I don't even need to get in these boys to showcase the driver's seat. So, driver and passenger only in this particular boy. The back, I believe, has, as it says, those beacons in it. Improved scanners, so this is sort of like your ground-based scanner for people. This is your... I don't even know if they call this the entry one, or... not entry, but like a good scanning machine, because I don't actually know what else scans on land. But this one doesn't do particularly good on planets with low gravity. I just want to throw that right out there. So planets and moons with low gravity, not great. I do just want to duck away real quick because I believe my magpies are here just as soon as I start. So I will be back really quickly. And I make a return. So this one, obviously, as I said, this boy's the racing boy. This is the plaque for it. Yes. For those who like to push the limits of speed, the Cyclone RC features a modified intake system to allow control bursts of speed, as well as tools to customize handling. So this one kind of has a fancier interior, so I will jump in this one. It's very... it's not particularly different, but it's mainly just the steering controls and the HUD, which kind of have a more sporty look. So this is what we get. I don't... Oh, this one will turn on. Look at that. This is all very straightforward. And what do we got here? I say this one's the stock one. This one's the stock one. With a potent combination of speed, maneuverability, and rugged durability, the Cyclone is a perfect choice for the local deliveries and transport between planet-side homesteads and outposts. So this one has an ugly orange interior, unfortunately, which I hate, but that's okay. Has space in the back to throw boxes, or a box. You'd be hard-pressed to put a second box in there, but anyway. This one has space. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think just about everybody who plans on doing like transport runs should have one of these at least. Because, yeah, the open space in the back is nice. But there's not a lot of planet or moon local delivery missions at the moment. That's the downside. Like, usually when you do a delivery mission, you're delivering to a different moon or a different planet altogether. So, we've got more Cyclones, which is good. Cyclone TR, designed for militia and security use, the Cyclone TR module features upgraded armor and single human-operated turret, capable of mounting a Size 1 weapon and a responsive 360-degree field of fire. So this one has the ugly orange as well. But this boy... Can I get in? I can get in. There we go. So this boy has power. Except I can't turn the bastard on, but that's okay. Power on. No, no power for me. But anyway, so this one carries 3 people, obviously. That's kind of the benefit of this particular one. You can't shove boxes in it, but it does carry 3 people, which is pretty cool. Because you're kind of limited with people movers as such. Ground-based people movers. You do have the new anvil thing that we saw on day 1. I can't remember what it's called. But I really like these things for running around with. What's this one? This one's the IAE version. So as you can see, rockets. Ugly orange interior. Where's the plaque? No, it's not the ballista. A battlefield equalizer. The Cyclone IAE comes equipped with surface-to-air missile and countermeasure package to provide cover for ground troops against airborne targets. So that's that. So it's just, as you can see, then the countermeasures in the center. And now this is the one that everybody was super stoked about, this boy here. So this is the same, has a turret in the back. Exactly the same turret, except we got missiles here now too. Yeah. So this is kind of a combination of both. Of both of these, kind of. So a lot of people were like really stoked when this one came out. I think just about everybody I know bought one. Following the success of the initial release of the Cyclone, Tumbril has taken your feedback and expanded their popular line of tactical vehicles with the all-new Cyclone MT. Outfitted with a combination of gun and missile turret, this module offers increased combat operations in the field. So the difference between, obviously, this boy here, and this boy is no countermeasures. So this one has countermeasures, this one does not. This one actually does not have the ugly orange interior, and I believe this boy has more armor on it than this one, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. It's also a bit scary having missiles that close to you, but anyway, that's not important. Those are the boys. Unfortunately, my Ranger was not here, which means it's over in the display hall. So here are a couple of the Rangers. These are for sale now too. They are obviously just bikes. So they come in 3 flavors at the moment. One of them with, as you see, guns on them. Understandably, I have no idea how much wiggle those guns have, if any at all. They look very big to have any wiggle at all, so I'm going to assume they are where you're pointing is where they're shooting. There's a racing one, and there's one that carries like a little, well, 2 little cargo pods with half a unit of stuff. So you can't put like regular cargo boxes in there, but you can stick small odds and sods in the back. So if you want to go for an adventure, for instance, you could shove your food and water in there. So I don't know what these are going to say. With powerful frame, proprietary X-Tech adaptive tread tires, and reactive responsive precision steering and braking, the Tumbril Ranger lets you embrace the renegade spirit of a person's head of the open road while staying thoroughly grounded. But adventure doesn't always go to plan, so the Ranger TR comes equipped with dual weapon mounts to make sure you're more than covered. So as I said, this one, a racing variant, and one that's got a little bit of cargo storage on the back. And this, friends, this is a passenger liner. Yes, a passenger liner. The Genesis is yet another landmark in Crusader Industries' proud history of transport designs. This ship utilizes award-winning manufacturing techniques and the highest quality parts to create one thing: a next-generation passenger ship at a price that won't break your budget. So it's to my understanding that these things are what general AI transport's going to be conducted with. You'll get aboard one of these things, and it'll take you wherever. If you go into most of the spaceports right now, you'll notice that there is like a civilian transport area that's not active at the moment. I believe that those Genesis Starliners are what's going to be taking players, NPCs. I'm sure they'll fill it up with NPCs just to make it look like it's populated. From planet to planet. I imagine they will only take major transport hubs. I don't think they'll go to moons. But, you know, that's just the first concept of it, I suppose. So, we'll move on to the Hercs, because, you know, they're a bit hard to miss. So these are, at the moment, the largest carriers of anything. Primarily, they're designed to move vehicles, obviously. They're originally designed as military vessels, so... This one is essentially the absolutely gutted military version, so it's only cargo. I didn't want to rent. I already own one. Don't need to rent. So, obviously, apparently this exits the ship as well. I didn't realize that this actually went all the way down to the bottom. God, that's terrifying. Actually, that's incredibly terrifying. Let's not do that. Let's go back. So, top deck. Obviously, there was a ladder over there that you can use if you want to. Has a little door over the top of it. These are all compartments for components. Life support. I don't know what a storage unit justifies itself as. Storage unit. Because I've never been, and obviously you can't interact with these, so I don't actually know what a quote-unquote storage unit is. Recreation. Let's have a goosey, shall we? In our recreation, we have an illuminated table, a fancy... What do they call these things? Abstract? I don't know. Anyway. Some fancy little weird fucking statues. Some books, leather bound. Food. More food. Well, they're actually utensils, not food, but anyway. I'm not sure what this is. It's obviously storage, but I don't know what for. Maybe food storage, I'm not sure. Fridge with a watermelon. Don't forget the watermelon. Chair. Whatever the heck that is. TV. More weird statues and leather-bound books. Some big baggies. And that's it. Heading over to the other side. We have a habitation. Habitation is exactly what you expect. Big baggies, lockers, which have annoying buttons on the doors. Yeah, they are annoying because the doors actually open out. So when you've got both doors open like this, it's really, really hard to shut one or the other. Captain's desk. The humble shitter and shower combination. If I can open the shitter, which I can't. The shitter has gone home. Anyway, it's supposed to be in there. I don't know where it's gone. It's literally gone. So maybe this one will open. There we go. Look at that. Pooper. Captain's bed. I don't actually know if there are a captain's bed per se, but anyway. 2 beds. Person. Little plush whale tadpole thing. I don't actually know what that is. More lockers. Actually thought those were bunks as well. Maybe in a different one. And that's it for the living quarters. The exciting living quarters. Towards the back of the ship, we have... I think that is more components. I actually think this is supposed to be a jump drive, but I'm not sure. Oh, there's the jump drive there. What's this then? Doesn't say. It says 04. Anyway, questionable door with radiation risk on it, because standing next to this is not going to give you enough radiation. Coolers. So these are just more components. Cooler, power plant. That one doesn't have anything on it. Another thruster engine. So the other side's all the same. It's got these little compartments all through it. Some of them do have components in them, not all of them. It's that one. Doesn't say. Thought I could open some of these, but apparently I can't. Or it could just be that I can't access them in this ship. So we walk up here. This is the way into the cockpit. So all of these are access panels for, yes, more components. I don't actually know what the components in here are, though. Anyway, probably not important. More components. More components. So Crusader Industries does a very good job hiding all their components. I will give them that. I think those are actually weapon racks, if I'm not mistaken. They look like weapon racks, so I'm going to run under the assumption that they're weapon racks. Armor rack, or armor stand rack, I'm not even sure what you want to call it. I think that is an escape pod. Yes, at the very top of the door. So those are 2 escape pods, 2 weapon racks, or armor storage. Anyway, somewhere to put armor. More components. Now all these doors can be locked. So they all have different functions. Lock. That's light. Warning lights. I think that's more for the military ships, but that's okay. It carries across all of them, and the glorious cockpit. Now I won't actually sit in one of the seats because we all know that I can't turn the interface on, so I won't bother. I'll just stand up here where the chair goes and actually look down at everything in this lovely, lovely illuminated cockpit. Oh, don't look that way. So I can still access everything standing here. So unlock the ship, lock the ship, close exterior, open exterior. So that obviously speaks for itself. Spill quantum drive. I think that was power. What's that? Oh, landing gear. What's over here? Power must be over here somewhere. Don't know where power is. Co-pilot gets a little monitor for themselves. The screen's on. Can't turn the screens on. Slow clap. There may be a remote turret. I'm not sure. I might have to sit in this seat just so I can see what that is. No, I just sit here and hold a fucking screen. Ah, there we go. So there's 2 remote turrets, which is interesting given there's only 1 co-pilot, but we won't touch too much on that. That does look like another screen though, these 2. So maybe in the future we'll get some remote turret screens there. I think the doors in this ship are a lot more responsive than the Mercury Star Runners too. I find that the doors in the Mercury Star Runner tend to be very, very slow. Mercury Star Runner, for those unfamiliar, is the baby brother of this ship, I suppose you could say. So I'm not going to go out the bottom of the ship because that scares the fuck out of me because I lose my elevator and everything. It's just really, really weird. So yeah, that's this ship, and whoever was here with me closed all the frickin' doors. So once again, these panels all have the same sort of systems access to them. So lock the ship. I think that was turn the lights off, maybe. Anyway, the lights are on, doesn't matter. So that's the front of the ship. The landing ramp out the front of the ship. Maybe I need to use these ones. There we go. Lights off. Emergency lights. Hold the light. And the back. The back is just a conventional ramp, as you can see. Nothing too special. So this is the basic bitch, it just hauls. That's all this thing does, it just hauls. Obviously it has some guns to defend itself, but aside from that, it just hauls. You know what, I'll stick to the tanks last. We'll do the tanks last. What's this one? This one is the military one, I think. This guy's taking selfies. Okay, so this is the medium threat gunship, yeah. With more than double the firepower of the M2 and custom bomb bays capable of delivering a staggering payload, the A2 caters to anyone hauling massive amounts of cargo through potentially unfriendly skies. So they do say cargo. This one carries like a third of the cargo that Hercules carries, so just bear that one in mind. I think it's a third. I'd need to see what that one is, but I'm pretty sure it's this one that actually carries only a third, or half, or something ridiculous. So obviously, as they said, we've got the custom bomb bays. These are said custom bomb bays. That is a very fat bomb. I don't actually know how many it carries, because there's obviously more than one in there. So these boys just basically plop out the bottom, and kudos to anybody who's brave enough to keep standing there. They are in a very awkward spot, though, being at the back of the ship. That is the one big thing. Because this particular area is going to be super tight to squeeze any vehicle through, except for maybe... No, I'm going to stay with that statement. No matter how much I look at that, that looks horrible. So squeezing anything through that is going to be shite. Can't even access the elevator. Oh well, ladder it is. So obviously the guts of the ship are as identical as it gets. Yeah, so this one's a third of the cargo capacity. So we have an armory in this one, which obviously we didn't have in the other one. Suits, weapons, speaks for itself. Little seat for if you want to change your undies or something. Big guns, small guns, we've got them all guns. So that's what all goes in there. As you can imagine, just imagine this thing as basically the, is it a C-130? That's basically what this is, if I've got the call sign right. So these are all obviously gunners. Remote guns. I don't actually know what any of this is. I think this is all just fancy stuff to make you think there's something here. To mind the loud music, because it just got very loud when I got in here. Habitation, so obviously this will probably be pretty limited. Bunks. Bunks, 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 bunks. More lockers, same as with the other one. WC. Da-da. Lockers. Another dunny. Shit and shower. Kitchen. So the kitchen is just sort of smushed in here. Kind of just a section of the living compartment. Components at the back are, you know, well, they're not the same, but you get the point. There's components at the back. And the cockpit is more or less the same. More or less. We got more escape pods, because obviously we have more crew on this thing. It's one of the key differences. You'll also note that there's no armor racks up here, like there were on the last ship. I probably thought there was supposed to be another seat there, but obviously there's not. But cockpit, as I said, identical. The only difference is there's a chair here for this screen. These two are identical. I don't remember that screen being there on the other one, but that's okay. And yeah. So this is basically the middle finger of every single ship in the game. Well, maybe not every single ship in the game. As far as land combat goes, this is the middle finger to land combat. Oh, no wonder I can call the elevator. This one actually has elevator call things. And these are all, as usual, storage units, and some of them are components, life support. Just big bombs. Big bombs. So those boys are just dropped. Unlike most of the quote-unquote bombers, these aren't targeted. You just dump them. The fins there, or stabilizing fins, they just fold out. Once it levels out, system access, enter. I don't actually know what this does, probably nothing because the ship's got no power. I imagine it'd give you some sort of targeting system. Sort of just your bomb will drop here. So that's that boy. And as I said, obviously it's got a lot more guns on it. It has more guns than most near everything. So under the wings, I keep calling them wings. Can you really call them wings? I suppose it doesn't matter anyway. Under the port and starboard engines. Yeah. So now this one's the cut. Jesus Christ, that music's loud. This is the in-between. The M2 Herc is the UAE's premier tactical starlift of the ship's potent combination of capacity, maneuverability, and duration make it the obvious choice in large-scale transport, and a robust weapons package assures your cargo and crew gets to where they're going in one piece. So this is basically the same as the first one we looked at, it just has more guns. No bomb bays cramping up the back of the ship, as you can see. This entire bay is identical to the previous. So, moving right along, nothing to see here. Once again, the basic guts are, as with every ship, life support, storage, auxiliary crew. So we have jump seats for infantry up here, which is probably a weird place to have jump seats for crew, but whatever. If one of them gets a little bit scared on approach, we have a shitter just here, which doesn't work properly, but that's okay. If he leaves a nice spray there, we've got some cleaning products. Food. So we have very, very limited food. And the armory of the previous ship. So this is an identical armory. Components and engines, same as on every Hercules. And place for crew. So 3 crew beds, kitchen, which again is sort of like that limited kitchen from the previous ship. We have a bear there. What books have we got? Dare to Dream, Clan Brutality, Always Forward, The Lawmaker's Guide, Steps for Humanity, A Study of Political Discourse. Yeah, right. Journal of Imperial Economics. 2 copies of We Are All for Sale. Anyway. Little cactus. It's a very fuzzy cactus. Anyway. Lockers. More lockers. Hate the lockers on this ship. And that's it. So these ships are purely just what you see is what you get. There's nothing too special about these ships. They're all function. Components, as usual, both sides. Escape pods a la plenty, so there's no lockers up the front here. And once again, we have 3 crew. I'm nigh on certain that the original Hercules we looked at, so that's that boy over there, I'm nigh on certain that that is supposed to have 3 people in the cockpit as well, because there's obviously 2 remote turrets on it. So it seems strange that the co-pilot would have to juggle two guns, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Hercs, oh, I shouldn't just say the Hercs, I think all Crusader ships have light bunks. Bunk lights. Yeah. So they have like I think they have more than just on and off. I think they also have like I don't want to call it a dim setting because I don't think that's it. There they are. Yeah. I mean, I suppose you can call it a dim, but it's like a dim green. So all the Hercs are the same. Anyone you don't like, just shaft them out there. They'll get ingested, I'm sure, or whatever the heck that is. I don't actually know. Stay in the elevator. There's no music in here.
This is a friendly reminder that Tobin Expo Center is a shared space. Please be mindful of other guests during your visit so that we can all enjoy this day together.
All of them have the light switches and the light controls for in the cargo bay. There's one of the big chin guns, which obviously the regular one doesn't have. That one has them as well.
The all-new 2951 IAE immersive audio experience.
So yeah, those are the Hercules.
About why adventurous pilots across the universe.
I love them. I think they're fantastic ships. I think they did a really good job on them. Don't forget that just in case you're aware, this is intake, so don't stand anywhere near them. Having worked around aircraft, I can say that people do actually walk near intake areas, and it's astonishing to me how many people don't realize that they're doing it. The tanks. So obviously we got all the stuff at the back, all the important stuff, some weapon racks. Remote turret. So I think the remote turret is, yep, right up on the very tippy top. So no sticking your head out the top of the tank. It's all remote. So as you can see, all these little bits and bobs. I didn't know these had shields. That's new to me. Passenger seat. I don't actually know what the passenger controls in this. Can I do anything here? Doesn't look like it. Enter remote turret. Okay, so these guys can enter the top turret as well.
All systems online.
Other than that, I don't even know what these guys do. Power. Okay. So, I can actually tell you what they do now that I can get power. So this is all just, obviously contacts speak for itself. Contacts are contacts. People you talk to, NPCs you talk to, blah, blah, blah. And this is actually how the ship's power is determined. So, I don't actually know how that particularly works. Thrusters, I assume that's just straight engine power, I guess. Weapons, shields. So you can, or you're supposed to be able to, I don't seem to be able to, but you can actually just move this around. So more power to weapons, more power to shields, more power to the tracks, I assume. A stealth mode, which lowers the ship. Well, I keep saying ship, but lowers the radar footprint of the tank. And I'm fairly certain that the driver controls the main turret, which is a little odd, but could be wrong. I'm also stuck. Yeah, I'll have to see. Let's get in this gunner seat. Let's see what we see. I'm assuming this may actually be... This may actually be the top turret. There we go. Enter remote turret. It's hard to tell because this doesn't really show you a lot, and obviously without being able to power the tank up, I can't actually move it. And driver's seat. So driver's seat obviously gets control of all this junk as well. totally turn the engine on. So that's ammo counters for all the guns. I don't know what that guy's fucking walking on, but anyway. So those, as I said, these are everything you basically live on. Heat, EM and IR ratings, which, you know, they do actually do something when you've got power. I don't even know why it's got heat, to tell you the honest truth. Unless maybe that's just an ambient heat value. So yeah, those are the tanks. You do sort of see out of the tank. I've seen worse. That's the front. So nobody can see you looking out at them. Now, for those of you who have actually been in the military, there is a little bit of a discussion going on at the moment. If you've ever driven a tank or been in a tank, apparently... Glad somebody opened those ones for me. Apparently the tank actually sort of stutters, I guess would maybe be the word, or shudders to a stop. Like the tank won't actually stop, it sort of jerks to a stop, I guess. I'm not really sure how to explain it, because, you know, me never been in a tank. I can understand the action by looking at it, but how you'd actually describe it being in there, well, that's a different story altogether. But nobody's sure if you actually... See, because I thought that was the camera for the gun. And there's also rockets up on the top there too. I'm not sure if they're IAE rockets though, anti-aircraft. I think they may actually just be surface missiles. It lurches, I guess. That's probably a better word, actually. It lurches. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see the small baby brother of these big stonking things, shall we?
How you get there is half the fun. Find your next craft of choice with the 2951 IAE.
Run, run, run! Okay. So that over there is the Mercury Star Runner, which is the little brother. But I'm gonna suss out these two boys first. Because these things are a couple of things that people have been quite excited to get their hands on. Spark fear in the corridors of the most formidable gunships and frigates with the Ares Ion. This laser-equipped variant delivers extremely powerful shots to quickly disable the shield of even the biggest enemy vessels. So as we saw Jimmy at the start with his Idris. I wouldn't even call this an A10.
Crusader Industries.
Crusader Industries. God, I hate that. So that's the big gun. I don't even know what size gun that is. But yeah, it's basically designed to knock the ships off, the shields off most capital ships. Well, I mean, if you look at it in that aspect and you just ignore the role it plays, yeah, it's probably exact. It's a flying gun. Although the ship isn't designed around the gun, because if it was, it would be center mounted, but no, the gun's shoulder mounted, so it's just got one big gun. missiles, as you can see. I'm not sure if it has smaller weapons or not, to tell anybody the honest truth. I'll have a look in the next one. I'm gonna have a look in this boy. Actually, that might... Is that a gun there? No, it's a maneuverability thruster. So this one's the same, it just comes with a ballistic version, I believe. Whether heading up crew or hunting big ships solo, the Ares Inferno is a force to be reckoned with. With this ballistic Gatling-equipped variant... this ballistic Gatling-equipped variant tears through gunship armor and turns small fighters to dust in seconds. So, missiles, as you can see, same sort of basic kit. The shoulder-mounted Gatling. Size 7. Size 7 big boy. So these guns will hurt whatever they hit. But, to say they're good in, like, fighter combat is probably not true. So you'd be shooting these things at...
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
There you go, yeah. It just has the big gun. So, that's it. Besides the missiles, which won't show up here, that is my weapon. 3,800 rounds. Obviously that one's laser, so that one doesn't have rounds. It just fires until it overheats. Until either it overheats or the ship overheats, one or the other, whatever comes first. So yeah, this... I was looking at these. I was looking at this one in particular, actually. That not having any secondary weapons, just having the one main shoulder-mounted weapon, that's not appealing to me, especially how dodgy missiles can be. I love the design, I love the idea, I just don't love the ship. So that's them. They are quite sleek and beautiful looking ships. Last but not least, we have the Mercury Star Runner, which is basically the Millennium Falcon of Star Citizen, I guess. I mean, you could turn that one at the very least. You could turn that one on ground units like tanks. I don't think that would do very well against the tank, but I could be wrong. Because at least the Gatling cannon you can sort of work with, whereas that thing's just a single shot big fucking cannon. Door. Open says me. Please tell me I got that. Yeah. So we have the Millennium Falcon of Star Citizen. You Star Wars fans. Has this door always been here? I don't remember this door. Oh god. So this is a very dark room. Where I have no freaking idea. Actually, these are components. That's probably why I've never seen this door before, because the last time I saw this ship, they hadn't started doing anything with components yet. Oh, light. Light? Thank you. Second to that, this ship, as I say, it's Star Citizen's Millennium Falcon. Which one of these opens? I thought it was this one. I might not be able to get into it. One of these opens, and I know it does. There we go. So, it has hidden storage, which is absolutely hilarious because I just want to point out that the last time I was on one of these, I think it was last year, I actually walked in here and somebody had stashed a fucking body. There was a dead body in here. I don't know where they got it from, how they got it, anything else, but there was a body in here. So, obviously, all this comes up through the ground. The different parts through the ship. This area is supposedly protected from being scanned externally. So, pops up all the way through the ship. And it's, again, obviously hidden for the fact that I had to actually struggle to find out where the freaking panel was to get in here. So if, you know, the customs people want to come in, you know, the NPC customs, I would imagine that they probably wouldn't scan through this area. But, who knows? So that's where you hide your, not so legal things. Moving right along, let's get into the ship with the white non-readable text on the door, with the door that won't open by itself. So this ship can transport quote-unquote data. I don't actually know what data entails, because there is no data in the game yet. So those servers are all designed to carry data. Unfortunately, we don't have weird janky swivel turrets. We just have these remote turrets. Are they remote turrets? No, they go up and down. So we have these. The other one just goes up to the top of the ship. There's light switches absolutely freaking everywhere on this ship. That's the other big thing. So as I said, servers for quote-unquote data. None of these doors have anything I can see written on them. So, Jesus Christ. So I think this is actually like, yeah, support seats. So this is where all your data dodginess happens, I believe. But once again, there's not much you can do. This could just be... I'm not actually sure what or if this works. Scanning station. Yeah, so this is where all the data stuff is done, which isn't in the game yet, so good luck. When it is, it is. Although I haven't actually seen it on the roadmap, so don't know when it'll be. And I think this is the way to the cockpit, seeing as how I can't see any of the writing on the doors, so I'm just gonna have... Jesus fucking Christ, this on-off light shit. This happened to me the last time I had this shit too. The lights were all janky. See, so like that light's on, or it's supposed to be on. So if somebody comes through and actually touches all the lights before you come through here, that's what does that. Like, your game doesn't recognize that the lights are on. Or it kind of does and it doesn't. Anyway, seats for doing core system data retrieval and subsurface planetary monitors. Beds, lockers. I think those are the loos. Those are our typical loos. Shit shower and shave, even though there's no razors in here. Light switch, obviously. And all the beds should also have, I think, maybe not. That one's got a bear. There's no fancy bed lights in this, I don't think. No fancy bed lights. So you're up shit creek there. So this ship is surprisingly big. Like, if you look at this ship from the outside, you'd probably never think it had this much shit in it. So this is obviously just living quarters. Chests. Which I can actually nick the chess pieces, that's interesting. Yoink. Oh, hang on. Confirm you can actually play chess now. Although the head movement is a little bit weird, makes it quite difficult. And some of these pieces are a bit hard to follow. Food and drink. Or you can at least play chess on this ship, I should say, because I don't recall another ship where I was able to... Oh, I can see this. Look at that. Bridge. Oh, they've all come in for me. Well, that was always the plan. The plan was that if you see it, you could do it, so... I believe those are weapon racks. Another issue of lights. And cockpit. I'm not sure, I've seen them on a few ships, but I've never actually been able to use one. That's the first time I've ever been able to grab a chess piece. What actually surprised me more was that I could actually place it on squares, like each square had its own place thing. So this is just the cockpit. Thankfully the heads-up display shows up. So we have all these bits and bobs. Co-pilot seat, all the same. I'm not sure how much that actually folds in. This is like the most bizarre seat ever. You start down the bottom here and it just whooshes you up all the way up the top. It's okay, so nothing actually moves to sit in front of you. So you've got all the monitors anyway, which I don't think will actually turn on for me. Power on.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking.
Some of them do, some of them don't. So now we'll go new all the way back. That's the one thing I think is really weird about the Crusader ships, is that you've just got this massive run up to every seat you want to get into. It's really weird. So as I said, I find these doors to be very unresponsive, especially these little normal doors. I find they take a long time to actually go, oh shit, someone's there. So yeah. That's Mercury Star Runner. Which I think they did a fucking fantastic job on, frankly. This little ship is so deceptive on how much space it has. The only thing that's not deceptive is this cargo bay. This cargo bay is kind of woeful. But I suppose you need to remember that you do have this little secret side panel. Which runs all the way through the ship. So I think this is the scanning room. Well, I'm not actually sure if you can get up. Can you get up there? Closed door. So, oh, that's habitation. Okay, it actually tells me. And you'll also get lost down the bottom here too, a lot, because everything looks the damn same. Servers. See, I thought something was a ladder, but obviously not. So however the hell you get it out, if you're even meant to, I don't know, but because I can't uncrap. Oh, hang on. Aha. Maybe you're not supposed to climb out. Maybe you're just supposed to jump in. Close the door on my head. Bonk. Maybe it's literally just to stick your head in and check on people. You still breathing down there? Should leave them all open, see if some poor bastard falls in. Because if I can't get out, then they can't get out. I don't know if I've got them all yet. This is a dead end. Dun dun dun. This is the end of the line. If anybody catches you, that's the end of the line. Missed one. Then we'll turn the lights off. We'll close it up. There's a lot of people who still don't actually know about that secret compartment, which is interesting. Yeah. That's the MSR in all its glory. Although I know it does bother some people because it's asymmetrical, but that's okay. We're all allowed to have our likes and dislikes. A lot of the Crusader stuff is asymmetrical, so... There we go. Two Ares, which are gorgeous ships, I do admit. They still have that very flat cockpit, though. The Mercury Star Runner has it too. Very pointy, arrow-like cockpit. Oh, the map. I am here map, but nothing else is. Three big boys and the tanks. And that pretty much rounds out Crusader and Tumbril Day.
Whether it's innovative specialty craft, reliable workforces, or tried and true designers, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is where spaceship enthusiasts come to take flight.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that Crusader and Tumbril Day. So obviously the tanks are quite fat, and I mean, I get that that ship is a long way back, but there's no way in God's green earth you're getting a tank through those two bomb bays. If you're putting a tank on that thing, you're bringing it in through the front.
Everyone to join you. Help keep our halls looking their best. Every guest. Please be sure to keep track of all your belongings and deposit any waste in the appropriate receptacles. Thanks.
I don't even think you could get a car, like one of the Jeeps through there. Like, that's a very, very, very tight area. Alright, let's just kind of sort of assess the tank situation here. So, I mean, we'd have to say the tank would be the greater bulk. Probably this would we say that these parts here are where the tank treads would likely fit? Maybe on the inside of them by the looks of it, just eyeballing it. So these parts don't actually go all the way up the back, but I mean, I think we can just look at this. If we just eyeball this, I mean, to get a tank through here, you're going to be stretching your luck. You could maybe do it, but you would definitely be taking paint with you. I don't even know how that bomb is put in there. Because none of that looks particularly on the plus side of just letting that bomb down softly. I'm not going to lie to anybody. It looks like the bomb just kind of goes honk and then falls through the hole. I don't think you can get anything through there. That is a tight space. I mean, you can get the bikes through here, you know, the Dragonfly, the Nox, inevitably the Ranger, but I don't even think your Cyclone can fit through that. Anyway, I will rent this because I do want to test some stuff with it. I may even test if I can fit a tank through the arse end of it. That aside, that is all for today from IAE. And Crusader. Well, and Tumbril. The little Tumbril guy that could. Tumbril tries. It does.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Hi, thank you.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
You think I'm going to be happy with it? Ah, shake the soft drink! If they don't add that so that you can shake up soft drink and it just goes and wastes half the can, I'm going to be very disappointed. Don't let it, kids.
Whether it's stepping into an unknown system.
Yeah. So, anyway, thank you, ladies and gents, boys, girls. That is Crusader and Tumbril. If Tumbril ever comes out with like a big gun on the ground, they're probably going to have to increase the size of the gun on the, just the regular one that has a gun on top. So tomorrow we have Argo with the little ship that could. Argo, Consolidated Outland, Grey Cat Industrial, and Kruger. So Argo is the mob that made the little ship that could, the one that won this year's competition. It'll be very, very interesting to see where they plonk that little ship that could. More importantly, it'll be best to see where they plonk it on the Best in Show day. But that's what we can look forward to tomorrow, because these are kind of more manufacturing stuff, except for Kruger, which makes racing, snub fighters stuff. But Grey Cat, Consolidated, and Argo all make sort of more industrial ships. So the first thing we'll probably see when I come up that ramp tomorrow will be the mole, I would say. Can't remember what Consolidated has. But Grey Cat will be all downstairs, because that'll just be the rocks, the ROCs. And ooh, the next day. Wait, no, hang on. I've got my dates wrong. No, I lie. I lie. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow is Origin. Tomorrow is the fancy day. Tomorrow, I want you, everybody, to put on your fucking suits and ties. And we will be coming in a suave style because the Origin Day is tomorrow. Sorry, tell a lie. Yes, tomorrow is Origin Jump Works. So I'll be putting on my fucking fancy hat, my top hat. And I'll be going in with my fancy fucking shirt and my fancy pants. And yeah. If I could find where my monocle went in this new inventory system, I would put my monocle on. And now I have 2 picos and I don't know why. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. No more Crusader. Only Origin tomorrow. And I hope everybody's excited for Origin. Origin ships aren't ships I would buy, but I love showcasing the Origin ships. So look forward to that. I was a bit later today, but I will be on time tomorrow. I had to do some personal stuff today, so back on the usual time tomorrow. So tune in then. If Star Citizen is tickling whatever you enjoyed tickled, my referral code is in the description, and feel free to use that to get the little ship that could, the Argo MPUV cargo, and extra starting credits. So, yeah. Hopefully that's... I'm just watching this wonderful little video over here. Yeah, anyway, tomorrow, Argo. Not Argo, fuck, I did it again. Tomorrow, Origin. I'll turn this way so I can't see that fucking video that's playing. Tomorrow, Origin. For fancy pants ships, and I expect you all to be in your best getup. I expect you all wearing ties tomorrow. That's right. Everybody wears ties tomorrow. Alright, lads and ladheads. Thank you for coming, and take care.